Now that we've gotten you on the green, now you have to learn how to get it in the hole. Putting takes a lot of confidence. It's a very important part of the game, and you should have confidence in your putting. The way to get confidence is to have good mechanics. I love what Tom Watson says. I get very confident when I'm playing well. And that's what we want to do. Get good mechanics, learn how to putt, and then when you get on a green, you'll want to putt. You'll want to show off to everyone how great a putter you are, because you know your mechanics are good. It's no big deal. I'm going to show you a simple way to putt. As you know, there are all different kinds of ways to putt now. They have cross-handed, split hand, long putts, long putters, and then you have whatever Bernard Langer does. It gets like this. It's all designed to keep the blade going back straight and through straight, which is fine. But I'm going to show you something a little more conventional, the way most conventional putters putt. First thing you want to do is get the index finger of the left hand on the outside of the right hand. That's called the reverse overlap grip. Reverse overlap. It's the design to keep the left hand from breaking down in the hitting area, because that seems to be the biggest problem with everyone. They get in the hitting area and they're nervous, and then their left hand breaks down and the putter gets offline. You want to make sure that the left hand doesn't break down. This will help, the reverse overlap grip. So that's what we're going to use, the reverse overlap grip. When you address the ball, you want to get the ball off about your left heel. Try to get it nice and square. I don't like to see people get open or closed. I like to see them get nice and square. The stroke I like to teach is the one that goes straight back and straight through. Not here to here, but straight back and straight through. In order to do that, you're going to use just your shoulders and your arms. Your shoulders and your arms. You're not going to let the hands enter into putting at all. Just your shoulders and your arms. Remember that. If you do that, you don't have to worry about the club coming back low or up high or whatever. It's just an easy thing to remember. Now the next thing you want to try to remember is to follow through at least the same distance as you take the club back. If someone had a gun to your head and said, you have to make this putter, I'm going to pull the trigger, this is what I want you to remember. To follow through at least the same distance as you take it back. If you take it back this far, then you have to go through that far. And that way you will not decelerate. You'll always accelerate through the ball. Now let's take, this is about a 6-foot putt. Got the ball off that left heel. You got your eyes right over the ball. Now there's not going to be any hands in this, just shoulders and arms. Straight back and straight through. And follow through at least the same distance as you take it back. If you do this, you'll have a consistent stroke. Straight back and straight through. I'm not saying that you can't putt with your hands and get flippy like that, but I prefer not to do it that way. If you do what I'm asking you to do, you'll be much more consistent. Now, as far as the distance goes, what actually determines how far the ball's going to go? There's two things: the speed, how fast you swing the putter, and how far back you take it. But let's try using the same tempo throughout the putting stroke. For instance, on this 6-foot putt, the length of time it takes, the tempo is the length of time it takes me to make this stroke. From here to here. The tempo is the length of time it takes me to make the stroke. Now if I go back farther, I'm going to make the same tempo, but what's going to happen? I'm going to take it back farther, so the speed, you have to speed up the putter a little bit, you see. So you're going to use the same tempo. Try not to swing too fast or too slowly. Swing the same tempo. It's very important, just as in the long game. Straight back, straight through, follow through at least the same distance as you take it back. Remember that and you'll be a great putter.